But how closely related are we all?
My heritage, DNA.
Super excited to find out. But how closely related are we all?
My heritage, DNA.
Super excited to find out. But how closely related are we all?
My heritage, DNA.
Super excited to find out.
to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Good afternoon. Sorry about that, guys. Having a few issues. Hopefully they've been resolved right now. If I can have a sound check, can you hear me? I think it's coming through okay. But looks things. Are we all good? Great, excellent. Okay. Yeah, Surf, you're right. I had it set on quite a high resolution, and I have absolutely no idea why. It's not the resolution I normally set at, but for whatever reason it was. But anyway, you're all welcome. I'm the Casual Spaceman. Welcome to the channel. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. This is a live launch at last. I haven't done one for a while. Few far between at the moment. So this is live launch of an Antares rocket, and it's launching the Cygnus spacecraft from Northrop Grumman to resupply the ISS. Not a whole lot to tell about it, really. It's carrying crew supplies, as they often do, science experiments, and other bits and bobs as well. So just as your standard resupply. Yeah, that's right. Surfer did. Correct. That's right. I had no idea it was set so high, to be honest with you. It was set at 1080p, or I think you're even higher than that, I think. So I have no idea. Obviously, we've probably been messing about with the settings and I hadn't realised I had. So yeah, it's all good. Looks good anyway, so far. So let's hope it all stays that way. Right, just been having a look. As far as we know, we are still go for launch, and it's in 4 minutes. So I'm going to hand over to NASA very shortly. Nothing to say that we're not going ahead with launch. It all looks good. We all go, as far as I know. So let me just check on a few things, get a few things set up. Let's get the resolution ready for that as well. It's all different. So let's see where we are. What's that there? Okay. We've got audio there. So I'm going to hand over to NASA. I hope you enjoy the launch. Thanks for coming.
Phenomenal. Ops 1, step 402, send all armed command.
LC Ops 1, all armed command sent.
LC Elect 1 confirms SNAs and ODMs all armed. NASA TD, report range status.
LC TD, range is green.
Copy, range green.
LC MES 1, step 405, priming verified.
Copy, priming verified, check 405 complete.
Three minutes and 30 seconds until launch. Everything continuing to proceed nominally for Antares.
Phase 3 dynamic limits will be active at T-minus 3 minutes. FC command into flight mode. Auto sequence start. ODM bus voltages and currents nominal. Copy all elect 1. GNT 1, step 411, verify ready for nav mode.
LC GNT 1, ready for nav.
And Ops 2, step 412, switch to nav.
LC Ops 2, switch to navigate.
LC GNT 1, orb nav telemetry verified.
Copy that. GNT 1, check step 413 complete. be at T-minus 2 minutes. Mark.
One minute and 45 seconds until launch. Everything proceeding smoothly for Antares and Cygnus. Still looking at an on-time launch at the opening of a 5-minute window, aiming for launch at 8:59 a.m. Central, 9:59 a.m. Eastern.
1 minute, 30 seconds. T-minus 1 minute. Mark.
Range is green, weather is good. 40 seconds until launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. Mark.
$20 seconds until liftoff.
T-minus 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off of Antares. NG-12 mission. All on flight facility. Engines at 100%. Attitude nominal. Power nominal. Engine performance nominal. Attitude nominal. Floor pressure nominal. Power nominal. TBC performance nominal. Engine performance nominal. Estimated alpha, 1 degree. BN03 is open. Engines remain at 100% and steady. Beginning of load release. Power is nominal. Estimated alpha 1 degree. Engines remain at 100% and steady. Power is nominal. Load release, phasing out. The NG-3 is open. Roughly 100 seconds to MECO.
Everything proceeding smoothly, about 100 seconds till main engine cutoff.
Just passing 100,000 feet. 100 feet per second squared. High altitude pitch up at 5 degrees. Enabling velocity steering. Engines remain stable. 1 minute to MECO. Engines remain at 100%. Attitude is nominal. BN04 and BN05 activated. Power nominal. Just passing 200,000 feet. Slow throttle down to 80% initiated.
Main engine cutoff coming up in about 15 seconds.
Engines 55%. Engines remain nominal. Main engine cutoff, nominal. PSS disabled. Stage 1 separation. ACS enabled. Attitude nominal.
You can see in this graphic, Cygnus is separated from the stage 1, and in the next few seconds, we'll be looking for the fairing separation. That's the shroud that covers and protects Cygnus during its launch.
Stage 1 ignition time projected at T plus 245. Fairing separation. Interstage separation. Stage 2 ignition.
Stage 2 is that solid rocket fuel that will burn for about 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
Attitude nominal.
Everything proceeding smoothly for Cygnus.
Nominal. Avionics power is nominal. Reaching 135 kilometers. Attitude nominal. Stage 2 TVC is nominal. Power subsystems remain nominal. Altitude has just reached 150 kilometers.
Stage 2 continuing to propel Cygnus now at 1,100 miles per hour.
Power and TVC systems remain nominal. Attitude nominal. We are nearing 1 minute to stage 2 burnout. TVC is nominal. Attitude nominal. Altitude 180 kilometers. Power subsystem nominal.
Stage 2 burnout coming up in about 30 seconds. Cygnus velocity currently over 15,000 miles per hour.
Attitude remains nominal. Altitude reaching 190 kilometers. Stage 2 burnout. FTS disabled. Attitude nominal.
Stage 2 burnout confirmed. Cygnus moving at over 16,833 miles per hour.
Active.
The next milestone will be Cygnus separation at about 8 minutes and 49 seconds after launch.
Power is nominal. Antares will coast for roughly another minute prior to payload separation. Systems continue to perform nominal. Altitude, 190 kilometers. Apogee and perigee within 1 sigma. Roughly 30 seconds to spacecraft separation. Power is nominal. Spacecraft separation.
Team celebrating the confirmation of the spacecraft separation. Cygnus is now flying on its own.
Maneuver initiated. LC, that will end our callouts here for the NG-12 mission for Antares.
Excellent job, Ace. Excellent job. Good launch all the way around. Let's go ahead and continue with our post-launch checklist on countdown 1. And prop 1, step 423. Can you give me status on pulse purging?
LC, this is prop 1. Pulse purging is complete.
Okay, copy that. And site control, step 424, remove app AGN2 flow and reconfigure ETS for post-launch.
Copy that and work.
Copy and work. Core 1, LC, countdown 1.
LC Core 1 on countdown 1.
Yeah, Core 1, you can direct Yuzhnoye to power off their MS ground equipment and report when complete. Same with their FMS as well.
Copy that, LC. They have to wait till they get access to the island to do that.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I will let them know they're allowed to proceed once they gain access.
Roger that. And Ops 1, step 427, you can deactivate arm enable and verify.
LC Ops 1, arm enable rotated, arm enable indication no longer illuminated, and I can give you 428 Ops 1 launch enable removed.
Copy that. And GSO, disable your local launch enable button.
Launch enable button off.
Copy that, GSO. We'll check 429.
LC, this is site control. Step 424 is complete.
Roger that. Site control 424 is complete. And Ops 2, if you can record your ground Mach volts and currents.
Ground Mach external power on and green, and power supply voltage is 27.96. Power supply current 0.6.
Copy all there, Ops 2, and can you remove ground Mach power?
Ground Mach external power off.
Roger that, Ops 2. TLM 432, report when telemetry lock has been lost at the DCOM for the avionics motor components.
With that successful confirmation of orbital insertion, Cygnus is now on its way to the International Space Station, where it will arrive in 2 days on November 4th. Right now, we're here with Christina Halona, the Program Manager for Antares Systems Engineering, Integration, and Test. So, Christina, what's going on now on the ground, and what will the teams be doing until Cygnus arrives on Monday?
So the Cygnus ground team will be monitoring the spacecraft as well as performing a series of orbit maneuver burns to arrive at the International Space Station at a certain given time. The NASA ground team will be preparing the space station for the Cygnus capture, arrival, and installation.
Power supply voltage 27.99.
And we're looking forward to that arrival early Monday morning. But looking forward to Cygnus' departure, it will leave the space station in January 2020, but it's scheduled to complete an extended mission. So what will it be doing during that time?
Post-departure from the space station, the Cygnus vehicle performs a series of various secondary operations. We're going to be launching some small satellites or CubeSats, as well as performing maneuvers to test vehicle functions. Eventually, the vehicle will perform a destructive entry over the Southern Pacific Ocean. and also be carrying out all of the trash from the space station as well, and burning up on that reentry.
It's a very advanced way to dispose of trash.
It certainly is.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Christina. In just a few moments, we'll be speaking with Kenny Todd, the ISS Manager for Operations and Integration. This is a view of the Northrop Grumman Mission Control Center in Dulles, where Mission Director Paul Brower is overseeing all of the teams who are monitoring the systems aboard Cygnus, and they'll be keeping a close eye on the vehicle over the next couple of days while it makes its journey to the space station.
For step 442, I have all four values nominal in green. 443, the pad J-box pressure is off in red. Tower J-box pressure is on in green. And I'm selecting off for the ground power J-box.
Okay, copy all there, Ops 1. Thanks for those readbacks. And Ops 1, Ops 2, you can proceed with VIC client safing and power down. And Ops 2, if I can get you to extract the UPS logs for the LAV.
A recap of everything that happened this morning. We saw an on-time launch of Cygnus at 8:59 a.m. Central Time, 9:59 a.m. Eastern, towards the International Space Station. Cygnus lifted off from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Wallops Island, Virginia, and the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport Pad 0A. Cygnus is carrying with it over 4 tons of cargo to the International Space Station, including the last hardware needed for the upcoming Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer spacewalks planned for later this month. Cygnus will arrive at the space station in 2 days. That'll be Monday, November 4th, and we'll be live at 1:45 a.m. Central Time for the capture of the vehicle by NASA astronauts Christina Cook and Jessica Meir aboard the International Space Station.
449 and 450, termination of pulse purging, verifying all sequencer activities are complete, and transitioning OCCS to manual mode. And verifying on both servers. What can you give me on those steps?
Copy that. Stand by.
And GSO, I'll wait for your call.
It was a smooth timeline and ascent for Cygnus this morning. After an 8-minute and 49-second ride into orbit, Cygnus is now on its way to the International Space Station. Next milestone will be the unfolding of the Ultraflex solar arrays, which will help power the craft as it makes its journey to the orbiting laboratory.
LC, this is Prop Lead on countdown 1.
Yeah, go ahead, Prop Lead.
Yeah, pulse purging with FGSE has been terminated. All sequencer activities are complete. We are in manual mode, and all auto sequence controls are paused.
All right, I copy that, prop lead. Thanks for the heads up there. And GSO LC on countdown 1?
GSO?
Yeah, let me know when launch site is cleared for reentry.
Copy. Currently, fire department is there, and red team is en route.
Okay, roger that. And is I assume then red team will be waiting for permission from the fire department to reenter?
Fire department has already checked. No gross hazards. Red team has permission to enter the pad.
All right, very good. I'm going to go ahead and close 447 then. Okay, launch team LC on countdown 1. We completed our post-launch checklist, and at this time I'm going to go ahead and release all stations. Great job, Antares, and congratulations, Cygnus. And Wallops Range, great job today, and Mars, thanks so much for the support. Couldn't have done it without you. LC out, stations released.
LC PM, are you going to need any support from the range?
We are joined now by International Space Station Manager for Operations and Integration, Kenny Todd. It looked like a nominal launch today, and Cygnus is on its way to the space station. So how's the program feeling?
Well, right now it's been a very busy 24 hours. Yesterday we released the HTV, the Japanese-built HTV, after it stayed with us for 30 days, and then we get up this morning and do a picture-perfect launch of the Antares rocket with the Cygnus. So we're excited. The pace just picks up from here, but we're excited and ready to go.
And this launch is also carrying the remainder of the tools that will be used during the Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer spacewalks for later this month. So can you talk maybe about what are some of the things that are going on board, or maybe those spacewalks?
Of course, sure. We've been working for the last several years to put together a plan to go out and repair the alpha magnetic spectrometer, and that's led us to, quite frankly, some ways of thinking about approaching these EVAs that we hadn't ever considered before when it comes to our tools and the way we access the work site. And so it's going to be a challenging set of spacewalks. Right now we're thinking it's like 4 spacewalks, possibly 5, but we're leaning forward, have a plan for 4. The actual tools that we're going to use are going to be very unique in nature, just because of some of the things we have to do to get access into the areas that we need to put this new pump package that's been built by the AMS consortium. So we're excited to get on board with these new tools. We think that we have a really, really high probability of success based on all the work that's been done here on the ground and with the team that's put together these tools. So again, a lot of work that's went into it, and we feel pretty good about this, what I'll call a unique set of tools.
So you mentioned 4 spacewalks coming up in this next month and a half, maybe. What does the pace look like for those?
Well, we've got a blend of a lot of science coming on board right now. The Cygnus itself has a little over 8,000 pounds of cargo, and over half of that, about 4,600 pounds, is dedicated to science on the International Space Station. And so, while we're focused here in the near term on trying to get things ready to go do these AMS EVAs, we also got a lot of science that's coming on board. A lot of this is time critical, time phased science, and so we're going to be putting together an integrated plan that allows us to conduct these EVAs, but at the same time do some high value, high target research. We have some rodent research that's coming on board. We also have some biology experiments that are coming on board. Again, all that have specific start and stop times in order to achieve the science objective. So we'll over the next 4 to 5 weeks try to knock out as many of these AMS EVAs as we can get. Again, not wanting to compromise the other science objectives that we've got on board with the Cygnus. But once we get through these AMS EVAs, we'll be right on the doorstep of SpaceX, the next SpaceX flight that'll be coming our way, and so in early December. So anyway, we're going to be going at a pretty good clip here over the next few weeks. We'll spend a lot of time in suits and checking out suits, but in parallel with that, we're going to be trying to do a whole lot of, as I said, high value, high target research. Some of it aimed, quite frankly, at helping us check out some of the technologies and things that we're going to need when we go to Moon and Mars. So it's a pretty exciting time.
Absolutely, a very busy time for the International Space Station. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Kenny. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, that's all I think we're all going to see today. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for coming and viewing this launch today. A couple of thank yous for some super chats. Frank Vandermeer, thanks for the stream for €2. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. And also $3.14 from GPS. Very much appreciate it, guys, for the super chats. Every contribution helps, really, really helps. So I'm going to bring things to an end now. It really just leaves me to say, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Let me just pause this sound here at the moment. Maybe you can hear that.
For more information once that has occurred.
Hold on.
After that milestone, Cygnus will continue its journey to the space station and will
Be
arrive
quiet.
on Monday, November.
Be quiet. That's better. Sorry, I don't know if you could hear that or not. I should have paused that and I didn't. Yeah, so I was just saying, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified when I upload more videos or start any live streams. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up. That also helps the channel. And also comment below also helps as well. So let me know what you think. And if you've got any suggestions that of anything you'd like to see in the future, or any kinds of live streams, or any kind of suggestions or any comments that I might be able to improve as well for you guys, then just let me know in the comments below. I think that's all from me. So really, it leaves me to say thank you very much for joining me. And that's all. So that's me, Casual Spaceman, signing out.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.